It's gonna be a mess. I already know it. Let's do it. No. Today I will be doing 500 1-minute sketches. I've given myself a week to source materials and prep them. I will be using charcoal and acrylic to warm up and then finish the day in oil sketches on a variety of different size surfaces. Let's start with some charcoal warm-ups. There are no rules for subject matter, however, I'm going to try to keep them within this current body of work. The 3 main reasons I've decided to do this exercise: 1. Body and material connection. I'm looking for intuitive flow and decision making. 2. Improving efficiency and technical skill, which is especially important in a time crunch like right now. And 3. I just want a massive quantity of options to pick from for refinement and other ideas. I've just done 101 sketches and I'm a little behind, but it's time for me to have a snack and go to the bathroom.
I've made a mess everywhere.
I'm really having a fun time with this, especially this last spread was so much fun. "136 sketches of charcoal are done. I am happy to announce I'm moving on to acrylic. It's gonna take me a little bit to get into painting now. I will say when I timed this out, I did not account for setting up materials, but I'm not that worried about time. I'm more worried about the quantity today. I'll be switching in between doing pages in here and those, just to give these a chance to dry off a little bit. My devices are dying and so is my focus, so it's time for a significant meal. Last painting I believe was 177, so that's where we're at the moment. never made such a mess. I don't know where they're all gonna go. It's the next morning. I didn't put makeup or anything on and I just showered, so I have stuff to do today, so I just wanted to give you a quick update on how I'm feeling. I feel fresh and cozy. My brain is feeling a little numb. I knew I would feel fatigued today, and I do. I haven't really gone through anything yet because I feel like I need some space from them. Overall, my neck hurts, and I knew that would happen today. The experience was really good. I did exactly what I wanted to do, which was expand the body of work. Boy, did I expand it. I decided to use 3 different mediums because I thought it would save on oil paint. It never occurred to me to just do one for some reason. Doing just one would have been way more efficient. Overall, the charcoal was the most cohesive. I really do also like the way the acrylic turned out, although that was hard to manage in terms of drying. And obviously the hardest to manage in terms of drying was the oil paints, naturally. If I were to do this again, and I would, it wasn't horrible to the point where I wouldn't do it again. But it got extremely monotonous, and I was bored with my reference photos like halfway through. That was another 4 hours of like, but it did force me to crank out some things that maybe I wouldn't usually, and that was interesting to me. If you're ever looking at abstract paintings that when you're like, that looks childish, I think I could do that myself, they were probably timed. At the very first pencil sketch I did, I was very humbled as to how short a minute is. I think I did get efficient though when it came to the paint, because I barely thought about, like, I had to make a very quick decision about what colors I was using. It was very quick. It was like bump bump, put it on the page. I really enjoyed the intuitive nature of picking the colors. I wanted this collection to be part of my current body of work, so a lot of the reference photos were pharmaceutical related. I know that there's definitely a portion of what I did later on in oil that will contribute to a different body of work that I'm already working on. One of my main goals was to have a lot of options to choose from so that I can pick a few to refine. That is extremely successful because, especially toward the end, like I just was putting colors on the paper at one point toward the end. You just never know. Although I'm not super excited to look at them right now, like I said, we need space. I think the main takeaways, if I was going to do this again, stick to one material. A dry material if I'm doing it as structured and as timed. I would definitely do it again with paint, but it would be more of like a, how many can I do in a day? I was rushing in between to replenish materials, to get the mineral spirits, to wipe off my brushes. That all took time that I didn't account for. So 11 and a half hours is what it took me altogether. And to be fair, I gave myself 9.5, and that was with lunch breaks, going to the bathroom, having random snacks. So not horrible, but the couple extra hours is what took in between to get the materials ready. If I were just going to do a free flow whole day of timed paintings, it wouldn't be as monotonous and stressful as it was. I would also want to make sure that I have a solid collection of new reference photos as well, like brand new things that I maybe just found that week and I haven't been looking at them for a while. I ended up losing a half hour of the first part of the acrylic paintings. What'd you do? I have a meeting at the gallery this evening, but for now, I'm gonna go get ready to be a studio assistant today, and I'll be back with the results at some point soon.